Hello and welcome to another video with me, Meoni. Today I wanted to look at something unusual that caught my eye in the Stormblood zones, and more aptly I should call these Easter eggs, pun intended. It turns out there are countless Easter Island heads, or Moai statues, hidden in locations all over this game. I did a little research after finding this one myself over here in the Ruby Sea at X8.9 and Y39.6, and it turns out there's a reason for these things to be in the game. They are very literally Easter eggs, hidden little references to something which apparently runs through a lot of fiction. TV Tropes says that very frequently their existence or history is treated as a mystery, possibly to be explained by some element of the plot, even though in real life their significance and means of construction are known and uncontroversial. It's essentially a mystery that isn't actually a mystery, and fictional works include them as hidden secrets. It seems these heads actually exist in the Final Fantasy series alone, back from at least Final Fantasy IV, where an Easter head appears on the Red Moon area of the game. But this is continued, including with a Moai statue in Final Fantasy V at the bottom of the ocean, in Final Fantasy VII on a rock face at the Great Glacier, in Final Fantasy VIII during the Poo Poo side quest where the UFO comes around and sometimes picks up a Moai statue with a light beam, in Final Fantasy IX hidden next to a tree in the Evil Forest at the start of the game, and in 13 in the Capra Whitewood. In fact, this joke even extended to other Square titles of the time, including my favourite, Secret of Mana, where there are actually two faces hidden in the game. It's no surprise then, after realising this, it's a little game to find them all, and 14 has quite a few apparently. In Stormblood alone, including this one in the Ruby Sea, I've seen faces reported on Reddit and other places. X10, Y10 in Yangsha underneath the river near Doma, located under Loch Seld in the Loch Zone at X20Y15. Deep near the ruins of that old sunken city in a small crevice, this one's quite well hidden. Over in the Azim Steppe there's another one at X21Y20, under the water underneath the actual Dawn Throne, next to an actual sightseeing log entry. They all seem to be underwater, so this seems to be a direct reference to Final Fantasy V's, which is at the bottom of the ocean in that game, which I'm sure you've noticed is quite heavily behind the design direction of Stormblood, with references practically everywhere throughout the expansion. I really like the idea of this secret. It's quite a fun little thing to think about. You can imagine outsiders thinking that some mystical force put these statues here, and then it literally not being a mystery at all. It harks back to the idea of the first explorers, how entertaining it would be when you asked who put these statues here, reply with nobody knows, it's mystery, and watch as they puzzle over the wonder of their creation, all the while laughing back because they know very well who made them and placed them there. Easter eggs in games aren't always as subtle and advanced as this, but apparently this Moai statue gag has been running across all forms of fiction for quite some time now. I just never noticed it. In fact, there's another over in the Ruby Sea again, so it's not limited to one per zone if we were thinking that. This one's at X17Y18, this time inside an actual cliff face that you have to swim through, which is next to Suinosato, the underwater town. It makes me wonder exactly how many of these things might actually be in the game, and how many we can actually see from a normal perspective. It's both exciting and stunning, which I find is just another enjoyable little detail that adds to making the game world more immersive and enjoyable. The idea that not everyone will see the same thing as they play the game is pretty damn awesome if you ask me. Let me know what you think below, and if you found any more of these heads anywhere. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time.